are live. All right, continue.
Hola.
Yeah. So apparently this is just going to be a random hangout for because a certain someone is bored and stuck in a hotel room with nothing but tissues and lotion and a endless supply of pornography. So to save him from himself, we've decided to make a hangout.
Very, very kind of you.
You're-
Hopefully the whopping with the 3.5 megabits network speed isn't going to be a problem.
Well, you sound just fine. I'll tell you that much.
All right. I feel good too.
That's what I had at the old place, so you should be fine.
Say, Reds, can I ask you something, man?
Ask away, dear Blue. Ask away.
I heard that the recent SpaceX launch was successful, and I heard that was really important that it was successful, that they bounced back quickly from the accident they had. Is that true?
Yeah, it was successful, and they actually did one of the of a first on that launch. They actually filmed the entire landing from the perspective of the actual booster without the feed actually cutting due to the high vibrations. So we got solid video from space to the drone ship.
Is it round? Is the Earth still round, man?
Oh, you bet your fucking ass it is. Guess
No,
what?
I heard that, SpaceX had that crash or something, like 10 months or 11 months ago.
It was back in December, I think. And what happened was that it didn't even get off the launch pad. It just blew up on the launch pad.
Right. But somebody had said that was, or that, forgive me, this is just what I heard, that somebody said that it was very important for SpaceX to rally from that and have a good launch this time. Is that
Yeah,
true?
correct. Any return to flight mission is going to be very important because what it does is it makes a statement and it says that we can actually fix our fuck ups and make it actually work.
Thank you, Red.
Not an issue. And it was surprising.
I hear things. I just, I know who to turn to confirm the shit I hear. Thank you.
Yeah. And they've figured out the issue the last time, so it shouldn't happen again, fingers crossed.
How about you watch my Jason Burns video this week, motherfucker?
Mm-hmm. Hang on 1 second. Gotta send someone else the link. Let me send them the link.
I'm holding this weed in.
There we go. All right, so I went ahead and sent the link over. And I'm going to give you guys the link to the live feed so that you guys can watch from the outside. Of course, you might see some random sons of bitches out there from the Flat Earther crowd, so you can just ignore them. Because that's my forte. You know me.
Hello.
Oh, Blue, you're gonna see the solar eclipse on August 21st?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll have to make a road trip, I think, to see the eclipse this year. It doesn't come straight across. Do you have to be in that line to see it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be going to I think it's Tennessee or Kentucky. I think it goes through Kentucky. Yeah, I'm going to be heading to Kentucky.
Yeah, it does. We should it'll be in Western Kentucky. We should meet up there. We should have a eclipse watching party, YouTube eclipse party.
Absolutely. HogTie, you're gonna go see that, make a road trip for that?
Kentucky?
Yeah.
Always wanted to go.
What about you, Van?
I'm in Texas, so
Yeah, you'll have to go north.
Let's all go to Kentucky. We'll make like a 3-day weekend of it. We'll hit the Creation Museum. We'll go to Von Helton's place and hold a little farewell party for him on his mother's lawn.
No, that's what we should do. If Von Helton's gone, we should all go to Ma Helton's and have a big party and then film it.
Oh man,
she's probably done with having 3 letters hanging around her place.
Do you think she'll ever get, can she rent that trailer out again? Can she get that smell out of there?
It's going to require a shitload of bleach.
I'll tell you what, yeah, bleach will do it. Bleach is strong, man.
Bleach, Lysol. We might have to kill some things with fire.
Well, once that smell seeps in, bleach, Lysol, fire, whatever, it stays.
No. Bleach and a fresh coat of paint. Let me tell you something. It'll work a wonder.
Great. And now it smells like bleach and shit. It smells like lies, bullshit, and depression in here.
Okay, that's good.
And strangely, of comic books.
Oh man. Bleach.
See, Von Helton's never depressed, though.
No, he's just threatening to sue everyone that talks bad about him.
What an interesting phenomenon.
So he's Rob Beasley?
No, Von
no,
Helton.
he's. I actually think he might be worse than Rob Beasley in some respect. Is that
He's
pushing
different.
it, Van? Is that pushing
He's
it, Van?
different. I don't think anyone could be worse than Rob Beasley, but he's different than Rob Beasley.
Okay,
He's his own
Vince.
beast.
Vince,
That's
I
only
need
if you got
I
the
need
evidence
opinion.
on Beasley, though. Did he really do that with children?
As far as do what?
Well, I had heard
He's
that.
done some funky stuff in Hangouts with kids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
bad enough, but
Yeah, I've heard some pretty deplorable shit from the Rob Beasley side of things. I heard that he was going around and asking all the female G+ers to like show their tits and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
And didn't he also like beg one of these people to travel to his location to give him a sloppy wet one?
I got no clue on that one. I know he was explaining in rather unfortunate detail to a young fella how to get his rocks off.
Yeah.
Okay,
sick.
that's disturbing.
That's wrong, man.
Well, Blue, as the first official member of the Dumb Fuck of the Year award panel, do you have anyone in mind other than Von Helton
Or Jason Burns.
or Jason Burns? Well, I don't think Jason. Hang on, isn't Jason Burns like actually like have mental issues, and hasn't that already been confirmed?
No,
Yes, not. Okay, that makes him eligible.
he is eligible. I don't think I'll nominate him. I think there'll probably be a lot. You know about
He's been
Gail,
relatively
right?
quiet.
You've heard of Gail? No, she must have some documentation on her schizophrenia.
Oh, as far as Gail Korschüler, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
When it comes to documentation, are you eliminating anyone who has any documentation whatsoever, or is there a level?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. There is no science to this. It is completely subjective and based on whatever the hell we feel like doing at the time. But I'll tell you what. The bar was set really, really high for Rob Beasley, and that's why I kicked his ass out of the running, because I literally heard him being taken to the fucking happy house.
Yeah,
So that's pretty high up there. So
I've heard that one. Well,
Oh, yeah.
because I'll tell you right now who I would nominate if I had the option. That would be Dionysus, and he does have diagnosis, but he's medicated, he's living on his own, all that.
yeah, but when he's off his meds, I think even on his meds, he's just really fucked up, especially with the whole race issue. I mean, I think, Dionysus is trying to be the next Hitler.
See, that's the
That's
thing.
actually
though.
a more recent thing. Originally, it was just he was a dumb fuck.
Now he's a dumb fuck
Tossing
and a
weird stuff.
racist.
Well, and then he went misogynist early. And that was the thing that got us, because he at one point claimed that women cannot be genius.
What?
Women cannot
What?
be what?
Genius.
Genius.
Oh, really?
And then we
Uh-huh.
try to figure out, what the heck does he mean by genius, and I think it was he's got a massive hard on for Schopenhauer, who also has some misogynistic tendencies. Go figure.
So
Madam
women.
Shirley-
He brought out the quote where smart people can hit the target, geniuses hit the target we didn't know was there.
What? I
I don't remember the
don't.
exact quote.
I don't know what he's. Huh?
That's deep, man. That's deep.
It's intelligent people can hit the target. Geniuses can hit the target that we didn't even know was there.
Okay.
But
Because
misogynistic, and then he went massive racist later.
What was chief of those offenses?
Race
you
war
should.
now.
Oh, okay.
Kill all the Jews. I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to watch TV because it's all made by the Jews, and I just feel dirty. I want to take a shower.
Oh, there's someone I can kill with a clean conscience. Actually, I'd sleep better.
Yeah, if you really want to get really pissed off at the dude, Tom has some hangouts where him and Sam have actually gone into conversation with me and Dragnot in there as well. You should hear the deplorable shit that he says to Sam.
Yeah, he just says oven dodger. Kike is a fairly almost tame thing that he says constantly to Sam, but the oven dodger comment got my attention.
Oh,
Sam
yeah.
the scientist.
Yeah, Sam the scientist essentially
He's
calling him an.
Jewish.
Yeah, he's
I
of
didn't know
Jewish
that.
heritage.
Well,
Interestingly enough, though, I've never seen Sam get as pissed off at Dionysus as he was at G Consciousness.
Yeah. Well, it's because Dionysus.
Yeah,
we
when he
all
starts
know
saying
he's a
denying
fucking
his
idiot.
Jewishness. I remember that.
Yeah, Dionysus, I think we all know is a fucking idiot. He's kind of like he's low hanging fruit that's hanging so low it's practically underground. Other people are just so low that they're practically hitting the core of the earth, and those are the people that you really want to pay attention to because they're hot. Ooh, yeah. See what I did there?
good hot.
So, how's that new hashtag working out for you, Red?
Oh, fuck you! Seriously. Of all the
Everybody be nice.
of all the fucking people, man, I thought you of all people would understand.
Oh no, I understand. I just
You understand that pisses me off, so you decided to take a quick jab at me. Isn't that right, motherfucker?
exactly.
Son of a bitch.
That's right, Red. You tell him.
You know I'm going to meet up with you on Wednesday.
Yeah, I know.
All right, and you do know that yeah, I can do some shit.
Yeah.
For example, I can get you a Coca-Cola with no ice.
Man, that's essential.
And
Well,
or how about this?
Could be nominated again. He deserves to win. He deserved to win last year. He'll deserve to win this.
He didn't win, so he can be nominated again. That's a thing. So.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
thing. But the thing is that I think with all the people that we'll have running for Dumb Fuck of the Year, there's a few people I wouldn't actually mind seeing win. One of them is Von Helton. The other one is Dionysus.
Yeah, this guy.
I would definitely pull a Jack or a Steve on roping the people in to vote for Dionysus.
People refer to this guy Dionysus as Dio sometimes.
Yeah, Dio.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about this knucklehead, but I haven't seen him myself.
Yeah, he uses a lot of terms like oven dodger and reference to Nazis and Kike and shit like that. And he also
does he ever show his face?
Yeah,
Yes.
He does.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, he does. So he actually wanted to come down to or he wanted to meet up with me so that he could quote unquote kick my ass. And he's like, "Well, where do you live?" And so I gave him an address that he can meet me. I'm like, "Bring it on, motherfucker."
When he first came online, he was using his actual name.
If we're going to meet somewhere and fight, it has to be on neutral ground. I mean, these people don't understand this.
Correct, which is why I prefer to do it.
Different states.
Yeah, which is why I prefer to do it in Cape Canaveral because what I want to do is I actually want to kill two birds with one stone, no pun intended there. I want to, after I beat the living fuck out of the guy, I want to turn around and look towards the VAB and watch a rocket launch.
When Dionysus first came on, he was using his actual name.
Tell it to me, please.
I'm not going to share it.
Share it with me privately. Oh no!
Just tell us what it rhymes with, and then give us the connection.
No, I'll get that. Never mind.
But when he first came on, and then he started telling his story about being a teacher, and it's a simple Google search to find all this details. And I'm like, dude, he's another one like Von Helton. He just needs to shut the fuck up. He causes his own problems. Same with G-Man. He causes his own problems.
So he's like down calling late?
Or claims to be a teacher.
I have no idea what either one of you said.
I'll let Lou go.
Yes, this guy is a teacher or claims to be a teacher.
A former teacher.
Claims to be a former teacher. Was he?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, but that went south for him.
Oh,
Yes.
for the reason I'm thinking.
I'm sure you're close.
Okay.
Well, he's told the story. This isn't a thing where he
Oh, what'd he
he was
say?
fired. He was fired for sending threatening emails. Which
To
basically what he did was he picked a whole bunch of quotes from Shakespeare and whatnot, and sent them to select people. And I don't even know what the quotes were, but it was creepy as fuck.
the anti-Semitic
Quotes.
ones, or just creepy ones, or
Just creepy as fuck. But
Just creepy as
anti-Semitism
fuck.
didn't show up until later.
There was actually a news story
well,
on
I mean, hold on a second, gentlemen. There's nothing inherently wrong with sending Shakespeare quotes to people.
The quotes in question, and I don't remember exactly what they were.
Okay.
But you can pick out quotes of Shakespeare to convey any emotion you want,
Sure. Okay.
and
He was trying to frighten
he
people
chose
or
specific
fuck with
ones.
them?
Yes.
Wow. He must have had other reasons for being fired. I have to think.
Nope, I think that there was actually it was actually so bad that there was a
It's
news story
harassment.
on it.
Okay.
There was a news story. There was a lawsuit.
Yeah,
oh, if you wouldn't stop with them, then I understand.
yeah, there was a news story. There was a lawsuit, and he lost his job over it, and of course, he denies any wrongdoing, but he's a fucking idiot. So I'm going to take that with a metric fuck ton of salt.
It's generally a good idea whenever you're talking to him. Whenever he says something, immediate skepticism is warranted. If he tells you the sky is blue, go outside and look.
Correct.
Because he's wrong on so many things so often. Whenever he says, such and such agreed with me, you can ask them. And it's someone that you know, and like, hey, did you have... No, I didn't say that, you fucknut. I said the exact opposite.
Essentially the case right there. Dionysus is he's a special case. Now,
And you know what, Brad? I'm not married to that bitch Von Helton. If there's a dumber fuck, I'm changing my vote. You believe me?
wow.
Oh
That's
no. I mean, I don't think you're gonna beat Von Helton, but if you got somebody, hell, go ahead.
well, we can nominate him and Von Helton.
Obviously, I think they are the early candidates, but June and July is a long way away.
Yeah, that this is true. We still have another we still have another year because we don't actually start we select the panel in June and July, and then we select the dumb fucks that will be running it at the very end of November. So
Okay.
November's yeah, we still have pretty much the entire year for dumb fuckitude to rear its ugly head, and then we'll decide who is going to be running.
As I understand it, it is anyone that any of the 10 panelists knows can be nominated. Or
Correct. If you have had an actual conversation with the guy, or if they have acknowledged your existence in some way, shape, or form, not even on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on fucking Tumblr, that shithole of a website, then they make themselves eligible.
Oh, hey, hold on! Don't talk bad about Tumblr.
The fucking that's where Milo is.
There's lots of nice porn. It's lots of stills. What's wrong with you?
Well, you can get the same shit off of 4chan. It's all the joy of it.
You're just against your own kind. Red.
Listen, 4chan.
You're against your own kind. You don't like other millennials. Don't pretend I don't know.
Listen. 4chan is all the joy of Tumblr, but without actually having to go to Tumblr.
There you go, Red. Go to that one on Tumblr.
Why are you? Come on.
Where else am I going to find Korean girls dressed as Batgirl tying each other up except on Tumblr? I mean, come on, man.
Oh man. I think Blue, you would be good for these prank calls from these IRS scam people that I keep getting calls from.
Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't work as a Nigerian prince, but you could work as one of those, fake IRS agents.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, you want me to talk to the fake people or pretend to be a fake IRS agent?
Well, what I would like you to do, to be completely honest, is talk to the fake IRS agent and pretend to be a fake IRS agent and give him pointers on how to do his job.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to do a lot of research for this role. God damn.
Oh no! All you have to do is barely speak any English and just
No.
make up a bunch of shit about IRS. Because I tell you what, these motherfuckers do not research anything. They were actually trying to get me to pay for my supposed tax evasion with fucking iTunes gift cards.
I love that.
I'm dead fucking serious. I have the video to prove it.
Yeah, no, about 2 months ago, I started watching those videos, and they started coming up in my recommended. Oh, you've expressed interest in people pretending to be IRS scammers, and so I watch these videos, and yeah, pay it with iTunes gift cards. Go down to Walmart. There's something you can do at Walmart. There's some like Walmart bucks or something you can send, and
Yeah.
Green Dot's pretty popular with them.
Yes. Green Dot, Western. Well, they don't really use Western Union anymore. Because that's immediately a red flag. But so they just branched off to other forms of sending your money over the phone long distance.
Did you grow up in Florida, Red?
Yeah, born and raised here.
Okay.
Which would explain why when I went to New York, I was absolutely miserable.
Why?
He doesn't deal so well with the cold.
Profuse vomiting, uncontrollable shivering, stuck in bed for 2 full days, not able to meet up with awesome fuckheads from New York that I was supposed to meet up with.
So you're sick. That you just happened to be sick. That's a bad break.
No, it was a virus, but it wasn't. Is it the cold or the virus?
A little bit of both. The cold definitely made it worse. Listen, the air hurt me. It felt like needles or razor blades. And
Well, I don't know what you're complaining about now. Is that because that's a flu? But I mean, are you talking about the flu, or are you talking about you just don't like cold air?
no, I don't like cold air at all. I can't.
It wasn't a flu. Okay.
I can't
Because I was
stand
going to
it.
tell you, if you're not comfortable when you're shivering, because I'll tell you, if you get out and you're cold enough, when you're cold enough, the shivering stops.
Yeah, and then you're dead.
Yeah, it's called hypothermia.
Well,
I don't
Yeah,
recommend it.
that's when shit has officially hit the fan for you,
Yeah. Then you take a little nap, and
and then you never wake up.
And you don't wake up from it. That's
The worst thing about hypothermia is you get it once, it becomes easier to get.
Here's basically a brief synopsis of what happened. Before I really became sick, we went, out on the town, saw a movie, got some dinner and stuff like that with myself, Hannah, and Dragnot.
Did you have a good time?
For the first 2 nights, yes. The third night, fucking no. I was miserable as fuck. But we were walking out. I'm wearing 3 shirts, 2 jackets, and one of them was like this thick leather biker jacket or whatever. And I had 2 hoodies on, and I was shivering uncontrollably. I could not even see straight. And in fact, Dragdown actually pulled me over to the side and goes, "Red, we can hear your teeth." And I go, "What are you talking about?" I go, "You were
I think you were
chattering."
sick by then. You were sick by then, or are you saying it's just cold?
No, that was just a cold.
no,
The-
that's no.
No.
That's the flu. That's a virus
That's
that does
flu.
that.
Are you fucking kidding me? No, that was
You
just
don't go
a cold.
somewhere and you're okay for a day. You're just like, oh, I'm uncomfortably cold, and then the next day, you're like, oh, now I'm nauseous and my teeth are
Well, unless it's
vibrating.
colder.
I can never get warm enough.
No. This was before the
That's the
nausea
flu.
kicked in.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Listen, the nausea and the profuse projectile vomiting didn't happen until day 3. This was when I just arrived. Like literally, I parked the car after driving for 14 hours straight from wherever the fuck I was, wherever Dragnout lives. I'm not going to dox him. And I just parked the car. We just got the hotel. I just got in, and that's when we went out on the town. And we went out to see all of New York. And
In fairness to Red, I must say that maybe you just really can't stand the cold. I mean, you may just hate it, man. I'm from Ohio,
straight.
and I still don't like it. It's still terrible.
yeah, but when I went out there, I was wearing, like I said, 3 shirts, 2 jacket, one of them a thick leather biker jacket, and I had both hoodies up. And while I was like literally, it only took me 5 minutes out in the cold, and I was a miserable fuck. I mean, I was shivering, my teeth were chattering, and I couldn't even see straight. So it was really bad. But as soon as I got into a warm environment, like inside of a restaurant that we went to, I felt just fine because it was actually a decent temperature on the inside. But as soon as I
Well,
stepped outside, it was chronically unbearable. And here's Dragnot and Hannah looking at me like, "Wow, this poor Florida boy, he's totally out of his element." I go, "No shit, Sherlock. We don't get weather like this."
it's definitely one of those things where your body definitely acclimates. I mean,
Yes.
if you're around nothing but heat, you'll have
You'll
a really
acclimate.
hard time acclimating to cold, but it'll happen eventually.
It
Yeah,
goes the other way too. And now
Yeah.
what you're describing, so you felt okay in the restaurant. That's starting to sound a little more like you might have been starting to get the flu. But yeah, I mean, if you have the flu like that, you're not comfortable. You're like, even when you go in somewhere warm, you still feel like you need to be warmer.
yeah,
But it goes the other way too. Like I lived in Southeast Ontario for a while, and they get the sort of the Caribbean air, like that, whatever weather system it is, that pushes the air, the warm, moist Caribbean air up the eastern seaboard. And I mean, it's not hot like, like New York or certainly, Kentucky or Georgia or any of those places, but I couldn't take it. It's just like the heat and the humidity combined. I had to get flex time at work. I'd show up for work at 4 o'clock in the morning.
In Southern
And
Ontario, you couldn't take the heat.
couldn't take the heat.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
see that they would basically it was like this. I go outside, and immediately it would hit me like it's almost like someone is stabbing you, but not in one spot, if that
Just
makes
out of
any
curiosity,
sense.
HogTie, what type of temperature were you talking about you couldn't take?
If it's 29
30?
or 30. Yeah, what is that? Help me out with
What would
that.
that convert? Let's do the math.
Oh, I got
Oh, no, I was talking about red and
Oh,
Fahrenheit. What
Oh.
what temperature was it in New York when you were out?
It was
40 or 30?
no, it was in the low 20s.
86.
Oh, that's cold. That's getting cold.
30 Celsius is 86 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's right. That sounds right.
Does that sound about right, HogTie?
yeah, no, 86 Fahrenheit with let's put in 80% humidity.
Oh, that'll
Anything
kill
over
you.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done, man.
That's
I just
a
need to-
Let me toss this
Go
out
lay
for you.
down.
There was a
that on that day right there, I would be out enjoying the weather.
about
That's
17 years ago. There was here in the Dallas area. We had 40 days straight over 100 degrees. 20 of those were over 110 Fahrenheit.
sounds like
Yeah,
With high
paradise.
level of humidity.
Yeah, well, I'd be talking to Aaron, and he'd be telling me, "Oh yeah, it was 107 today." And I think like, well, wait a second. I mean, I do know Fahrenheit reasonably well. I mean, body temperature, they always say 98.6. If the air temperature is higher than your body core temperature, don't you just like stop? Like just don't do anything at that point.
It becomes harder to do things, but you still need
get used to it.
food. You
get
you
used to
definitely
it.
need some water.
Yeah, you get
I was
used to
working
it.
actually construction at that time on that summer when we had that amazing stretch, and I was working on a metal roof. So it was even worse than that 100, 112, 115.
Oh my God.
That's where you go into work and I was running the crew, so I'd bring in a 5-gallon bucket of water every day, and between me and the 3 other guys would go through it all, and then pee every other day because we're sweating it all out. We didn't have enough left over to pee.
This one time when I was doing my tagging job, it was in a neighborhood which I can actually show you on Google Maps if you want to see it sometime. But what I did that day was I drank 2 gallons of water and I didn't piss till the next day. Yeah, it was really, really bad. But like I said, I'm used to it, so I actually got through it.
That's not good for you. That's not good for you, man.
Hey, speaking of pissing outside, so I'm going to ask my phone a question here if I can get it to unlock.
Google, help me out here.
That's what I'm trying to do here. Get out of here. Minus 52 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. So that's minus 62. Minus 62 Fahrenheit.
Degrees below.
And what's that?
Holy crap! 61 degrees below.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, and you're outside, and you got to be outside somewhere between 7, 12, 13 hours. At some point, you got to piss, and you have the choice: do I just let her go in the suit, or and you got to take your gloves off. You got to go barehanded, man.
That's one of those where you got to worry about flash freezing.
No, people say that. It's, it's so cold, your piss will
I'm
freeze
joking.
before it hits the snow. But there are people who say that, and a lot of times people believe you that actually happens. Like when you, or they'll more politely say your spit will freeze before it hits the ground, and that's not true. You know, but no, it's uncomfortable. It's just the handling is, yeah, it holds your attention. If you gotta ever whip out when it's minus 60, you'll.
I think the worst I've ever dealt with was probably. I don't think I've ever dealt with -10 Fahrenheit.
I've never dealt with a negative temperature ever in my entire fucking life, and I don't want to.
That's really funny because it was -8 Fahrenheit. I noticed on the sign, because we have one of the signs that flashes back and forth between metric and imperial. Why do they keep putting up the Fahrenheit on that? The sign pisses me off. And I noticed this sign when it said -8 Fahrenheit. While I was standing at the top of the hill watching my kids come back up for like their 8th run on the crazy carpets.
Yeah.
my daughter's a 5-year-old girl, and
It's been a while, but when it drops below 0 in terms of Fahrenheit, that's when things really start to change, because you can feel your snot freeze. That's when you know it's too cold.
Well, when I went to New York, that was actually the first time I ever saw snow in my entire life. So, but it was through a window, and so like literally, Hannah got me out of bed and said, "Look, snow," and my reply was, "Ugh," and then I went right back to bed. It's like, wake me up when it melts.
I'm sure you've all heard everyone say that Texas is a whole other country. We have every weather type here.
Texas, the fuck you state.
I grew up in West Texas, about the same is it longitude parallel to the equator? Latitude. About the same latitude as I am now, but it was at a significantly higher elevation. So we would get significantly colder winters in West Texas than we do here.
Yep, I'll do it.
Wouldn't get down, in the aughts, in the zeros, and then maybe a little bit below 0 every now and then. But I don't think I've ever dealt with below 10 or more Fahrenheit, which would be 23 below Celsius.
And it's only been a few times I dealt with that, and that was in Cleveland, and it's been a while.
Well, here in the Dallas area, I think the coldest I've lived here since '96, and the coldest I've dealt with here, I think, would be in the teens Fahrenheit.
Sure.
We had matter of fact, just a few weeks ago, we got down to 18. But that was a one-night thing, and 2 days later, we were in the 70s.
Well, I've pretty much swore to myself that the next time I go to New York will be like maybe in April is when I'm planning on going back, and hopefully the temperature will be a little bit more manageable for a Floridian such as myself. Because as of right now, it was today it was around 78 degrees Fahrenheit, which was very nice.
We're kind of cold outside right now. I think we're down in the 40s this evening. We got up to the 50s.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Let me also ask, HogTie, you said you're in a hotel. You on vacation or something? HogTie?
Sounds like business for him.
No, I'm here for working, just a couple of days.
You're here for working?
And it's an outdoor work thing. Yeah, and it's an outdoor thing, and I was here in December for almost 2 weeks, and the first 3 days we were here, it was -33 in the morning.
So you're still in Canada?
Yeah, and well, much further north than where I normally live, and also west, so you're up in the mountains a bit. But today, I mean, it's sort of hovering around 0. You're 32 Fahrenheit, so the shit's starting to get melty and drippy. I hate that. If you're gonna come here, just like January, the shit should just be frozen and just stay frozen. I hate this. Like, oh, now it's starting to melt and you're soupy.
That's mostly what we get here. If we'll have a day of snow, the next day will be all slush. With the exception, do y'all recall a few years back when the Cowboys hosted the Super Bowl?
No, I don't watch that. I don't watch football.
It was just a big deal
The
because,
Super Bowl was in Texas Stadium.
well, Cowboy Stadium. Texas Stadium's
Cowboy
been blown
Stadium.
up.
Right, yeah, Cowboy Stadium. Who played in that Super Bowl? I forget.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
I mean, that's not the important part. The important part is we actually got 2.5 feet of snow the week before, and we don't have the infrastructure to deal with snow of that level.
Sure.
So we finally get a national stage, and Mother Nature just craps all over us.
Like,
I
here you go, bitch.
we have a total of I think Dallas County has 2 snow plows total,
Wow. Ooh.
and I don't even know if Tarrant County has one,
Yeah,
which that's the neighboring county to Dallas.
I can only imagine if shit like that actually happened in Florida, how fucked we would all be. It's like in Florida, we would call this an impassable winter and everything would be shut down. In Montana, they would simply call it Tuesday.
Well, it's a matter of infrastructure. I mean, we're really, I mean, we're built to deal with heat around here, not so much with cold. And I'm sure in Canada, they're built to deal with cold, not so much, insane heat.
Yeah, well, it's pretty. Every municipality has a budget for civil, and that's always a delicate thing. Is once they blow the budget, they actually stop plowing the streets. And some places they just choose which streets they're going to plow, and others they just let the snow pile up. Cars drive over it, and it just makes big ice things and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I mean, even people's homes. I remember 10 or 11 or something. Some people died in Arizona because they froze to death. I was like, well, why didn't they go inside? And then sitting on the porch with a blanket on their lap. I was like, why didn't they go inside the house? And my dad had to explain to me, well, a lot of those people don't have central heating. They don't have a furnace. And I just was baffled by that. And he was telling me, he says, well, we don't have central air conditioning. They would think we were weird for not having a big machine that cools all the air in your house.
We have a number of deaths every single year from people overheating in their house. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, but it used to be a much bigger thing where, the nightly news would start off with the newspapers would have an unfortunate notification in the obituary sections. Central air is much more common than it was like in my grandparents' day.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that is really fucked up. That's why I fixed all my AC equipment just now, so should be good to go.
Well, it's kind of funny also talking about central air. There's different environments can give you the option for different central airs.
Holy shit, Sly. I fixed all my AC equipment just now.
Yeah, got to turn off the feed.
You got to turn off the feed, Sly. You got to turn off the feed or put headphones on because we're getting a bunch of feedback from you.
Back in West Texas, it's a very dry environment. So you could do what's called a swamp heater in West Texas, which is basically you just put a fan in front of a sheet of cloth or whatever with water on it and blow it through there and it'll get cold air out. You can't do that in the Dallas area. It's far too humid here.
Right.
It blows out humid air, but not cool humid air.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's Florida's just weird, but it's what I'm used to. And going to New York, it was a climate shock. It's like
a flat kick in the jimmy, I'm sure. Where you walk outside and feel like you're getting punched in the face by the cold.
Dude, I felt like not only was I getting punched in the face, but my nuts were like shriveling up to the point where they were disappearing into my body cavity because that was the only warm place left.
You described it very well earlier, the feeling of cold on your face or in your body, like 1,000 little knives going into. Yes.
It's like a cutting sensation, but it's everywhere, if that makes sense.
And very small, like 1,000 little cuts.
Like, yeah, it's always the little cuts that hurt. Like, for example, you get a big cut that needs stitches, and you're like, oh, I'm fine. I'll give me a beer, I'm fine. But you get a little paper cut, and you're like, motherfucker.
They'll make a fool out of me.
I tell you what,
I need money.
it's not very pleasant. I'll tell you that much.
Money.
That is what it is. Anyway, Slice Arcane, you get your audio fixed? Sly? Sly?
You may need to restart there, Sly.
Or at least unmute.
Good job. Good job. You know, he's all right.
For those of you who don't know, Slice Arcane is one of the cool cats. He's one of these people that takes the demonstrably incorrect ramblings of flat earth fucktards and rams it right back up their asses, only sideways.
I don't know how you guys deal with those ones. I really don't.
It involves hating yourself, like a lot.
I don't think that's true. I think you're being modest. No offense, man, but
Oh, Sly. Mic check now? Yeah, his audio's fucking up. I don't know what's wrong.
I heard him a second ago, didn't
Yeah, we all did. But all of a sudden, he's having some issues.
I? Like I said, he may need to restart.
It's probably those fucking connections that you get over in Germany.
Deutschland, Deutsch. Never mind. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. That's not right. Deutschland, Deutschland. Ooh.
So you do it again.
Oh, man. Yep.
It's a great song. I mean, I'm sorry.
The great songs that people don't normally listen to, but you still admit that they're great.
There are lots of them.
Yeah. For example, you know, like Disney songs and fucking cartoons and shit.
Sure, some of them.
Yeah, some of them are actually very catchy. I don't know why.
Like what? Which one you thinking of, man?
Right now, I'm thinking of Hakuna Matata.
Sing a little of it. I must have heard it. What are you thinking of? This from The Lion King or something?
Yes.
I've never seen it, so I know.
It's our problem-free philosophy, Hakuna Matata. You know that one, and then there's the other one is Magic Carpet Ride, and that one's from Aladdin. And there's another one, I don't know the name of it, but it's sung in the Hunchback of Notre Dame, or is it Notre Dame? I don't know how it fucking it's pronounced anymore.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Okay, so I was right the first time. Okay, so yeah, there's a song in there. I gotta find it, but yeah. Other than that, it's like,
I'm running out of weed.
You ran out of weed? Oh shit.
Man. Well, no, this is good for a while.
I am at Slice Arcane just typed in the side chat that he's using public Wi-Fi. Where there's your fucking problem. Everyone's bogging down the internet connection with porn. And not just normal porn. I'm talking about the high fucking HD porn, like 4K res. 4K res porno.
So here you go, Red. Check this guy out.
Do I want to?
Maybe not. This is just a few blocks away from where my sister and brother-in-law live. Not just a flat earther, but a flat earther that wants it on his house and on his cars.
Okay.
He's a proud flat earther.
He's a proud flat earther.
Oh, with the 1:1 on the side. How surprised should I be?
He's got a thing here on his window. Sea level, not sea curve.
They don't
He
understand
apparently
the
has a lot
definition of
of.
level.
He's got this right here. You can't see it from this angle very well. Let me see if I can find another one. But he's got a. Let's see if I get on this one. He's got basically a level sitting on something here
Wasn't that adorable?
on his vehicle. He's got that piece of crap car. Then he's got this one. He's got on the back of his truck. He's got a telescope pointing at a globe.
You know what we should do? One of these days, I should like commandeer a school bus by pretending to be a chaperone for a bunch of kids, and hopefully they'll let me in, and I'll take them to a flat earther house. Now, this, kids, is what happens when you don't stay in school.
And then I posted this, and then later that same day, Seth MacFarlane post a picture of that car from the rear.
You guys hear
Seth
me
was
now?
in California.
Much better.
Okay.
Seth was in California, but he still someone somehow linked him a picture of this car from the rear. I'm like,
Wow.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that's
I
depressing.
got a question, guys.
Oh, yep. What's up, Sly?
I need I do a
Yeah,
message
he's
on
gone.
messages anyway.
You just went super
Oh.
robot.
Ah,
Yeah, you're roboting again, dude.
Speak slowly.
you hear me now?
Sly, I would very much love to have a conversation with you, but when you sound like the inside of a robot's asshole, it makes it very difficult. You got it.
Turn down the bandwidth on the call.
If you're going to use public Wi-Fi, make sure you go to a place that doesn't allow porn, because that's what's bogging down the system. It's all the fucking porn. All that 60 frame 4K
Now.
porn. Okay,
Well,
yes.
the
Now
public
try
Wi-Fi.
again.
Can you?
All right, you hear me now?
Yeah, try again.
Much better.
Ask the question
Good
again.
job. Okay, that's good.
That was a
All
good
right.
tip on lowering my bandwidth. Okay, I have a need for everybody. I need to find out as many places as Journalism or Globebusters have dismissed CGI, as in the use of CGI for explanation.
How many times they've used CGI as an explanation?
Dismissed it, where they say that's not an issue.
Not an accurate representation because it's CGI.
Oh,
I know I've
okay.
heard him say it a couple of times. You know what I mean? You know, don't show me your CGI model and stuff like
And
that. Show
he's
me
gone
the
again.
crap.
You're roboting again, dude.
Can't you
Shit.
turn down the entire bandwidth for the Hangout, Red?
Oh, I have to lower my bandwidth down? Son of a bitch.
Okay, well, don't you? Yeah,
How's that?
there you go.
But I like keeping my bandwidth up.
Well, you know, if you want to show the homosexual video again, you can turn it back up. How about that? What's his name? The guy who almost won, the dumb fuck?
Well, Von
Antonio.
Helton. Yeah,
Ben-
Von Helton was second place.
All right, you guys hear me now?
I was still pulling for Darwin's duty.
Yeah, are you concerned that True Empiricism has now come out and claimed that the whole thing was rigged?
Well, no shit, it was rigged. I'll actually agree with him there.
Him complaining that it was rigged is the hilarious part.
Yeah, no shit, it was rigged. In fact, the whole thing was Steve even said, "I'm going to rig the shit out of this." I mean, there's no who is arguing against this exactly.
TE.
Well, the best part about it too is that it's not just that he's complaining about that aspect. Sorry if my processor hears. But that he was also complaining that the atheists are taking it seriously. Like, can you believe these guys are taking it seriously? I can't believe they're taking it seriously. Those guys are crazy for taking it seriously. He says in, I don't know, about 6 hours of Hangouts where he talks about it.
We were taking it seriously.
Well, he's been talking about it, complaining about it longer than you actually had Hangouts talking about the whole award thing.
This is the internet equivalent of a Kevin Smith movie. I mean, Dumb Fuck of the Year was all about dick and fart jokes.
Pretty much. I mean, JDK made a post saying, "Listen, this is Dumb Fuck of the Year. This is just a big, giant fucking laugh." And I'm like, yes, it is. Why do you think I'm not being serious about it? And I'm basically telling people to cheat. And it's because it's not legit. It never was supposed to be legit. It never was supposed to be serious. It's to have a big fucking laugh. And if Steve wants to put more effort into the laugh, then more power to him.
We were both you and me were in a live chat one time, and a guy says, "Man, that just seems immature to me," and we're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it is. You're expecting me to disagree with the fact that it's immature? You know, and he was taking.
This isn't high discourse here. This is just dick and fart jokes.
You know, he was actually shocked that we just came out and said it. You know, he was actually expecting us to fight against them, and we're like, no.
Well, to me, it was reminiscent of when he came on the Magic Sandwich Show, and as Van's heard me tell the story about 15 times now, but he showed up an hour and a half late for a 2-hour show, and then rage quit twice. He actually had to rejoin the Hangout so he could rage quit a second time. And then over the next 6 days, he and G-Man had 26 hours of Hangouts where they complained about just everything that happened on Magic Sandwich Show. Like, you know, and he was on the show, and I said we were supposed to wrap up after 2 hours. I think he was on all in. He was maybe on for 40 minutes. But 26 hours of Hangouts where that was their only topic.
Yeah,
well, we can't. If we start counting hours that way, we'll be just as guilty, really.
Well, honestly, if they're offended by Dumb Fuck of the Year, then they're taking it more seriously than we are. So they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot there. Because JD Kane said, "Look, even Red will agree that this was a fucking joke from the very beginning." And my reply was, "You're right. I would agree because it is a fucking joke."
I'm not sounding now.
Let's see how long you can last this time before you sound like you're talking from the inside of a robot's asshole. Go ahead.
Well, you would know how that sounds, I guess.
I do. Did you know that there is such a thing as iRobot porn? Don't ask me how I know that, but I'm sure you can fill in the blanks.
I'm not even going to go there.
There you go.
Googling, going there right now.
With my CGI experience, I guess I probably would have produced half of them. But anyway.
Space robot or iRobot, one word?
iRobot is I dash and then robot.
On a dash, okay. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, what I'm looking for is anywhere where Glowbusters or Jeranism himself have dismissed any kind of globe proof because it was presented in CGI, meaning it was presented on a model in CGI.
Well,
you would know. Red would be the one to know. I don't partake in flat Earth.
No.
I've heard Arcane say, "Man, that's just CGI."
Well, I've heard Jism actually say it's just CGI. However, there's only one problem with that. He says it in videos that extend for 45 plus minutes.
No, I got you on that.
So I just don't know.
They always say that everything's CGI, but I'm talking about somebody who tried to explain something to them in a computer model. I mean, deliberately in a computer model. There's no mistaking that it was a computer model.
Oh.
And they said that, and they dismissed it, kind of like Antonio did to his spaghetti incident.
I get what you're asking now.
When he got mad, he said it's not on a globe, it's CGI.
I see. I get what you're saying. So you're asking for when a computer model is used to explain reality to these fuckheads. In other words, breaking out the super crayons that they can't eat, that they simply dismiss it because they can't eat the Crayolas.
Pretty much. They don't like the digital Crayolas.
That's accurate.
That's accurate. Okay, yeah. You guys are okay?
Do we know of anywhere where they've actually done that?
Every time I've dealt with them.
Yeah, there was one flat Earth fuckhead that dismissed the Polaris and the stationary stars with the rotating Earth thing because Kara made a model. Kara made a model of the Earth with the stars in the background, and then
that hangout that I wasn't invited to. Yeah.
Yeah, the hangout that you weren't invited to because you weren't important enough.
Because you got a sweet-sounding woman to do your 3D for you. I see.
Yeah,
I would have brought you in
stop this car.
Listen. I'm just gonna be. I'm not saying that your CGI shill work is bad. I'm not going to say that. It's just that Kara is awesome. And so yeah, so I invited Kara in, and
Is that Hangout still up?
it is.
Okay, cool.
It's called the $1,000 bet on my channel.
That's right. That was that one dude who was spinning a chair around on his patio.
Yeah, that one fuckhead. Anyway, so essentially we made a model, or Kara made a model and put a camera on the actual Earth as it was rotating, and showed that even if you put the center of rotation at the corner of the frame, you will still get perfect circles, which was part of the bet. He simply dismissed it and said that no, you have to do it with a P900. And so that's him taking.
Okay, but that wasn't Jeranism. That was that dude.
Yeah. That's the only thing. It wasn't Jism.
Well, let me tell you where I'm going with this, just to simplify this. Dr. Zach came out with a new video. I'm sure everybody knows.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Why do people keep messing with that Dr. Zach bullshitter?
Well, here's the joke. The
fucker didn't even realize that in order to make an observation value, you need to leave the laser alone. You fucking retard.
Not that one. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. We had to constantly adjust the laser video. Yeah, I know that one.
Talking about today's Sly, his new.
Yeah, I'm talking. Well, actually, yesterday. Yeah, and
yesterday? Yeah.
And immediately Antonio and Globebusters mirrored it. Now I already got stuff from Antonio where he says, "Don't show me stuff in CGI because it's all fake." Okay. What I need is Globebusters, or maybe even Jeranism, or one of the Globebuster pack, where they have said they have dismissed something because it was CGI.
Let me just look at my series of quotes from Jism. I have a folder. Jesus Christ can suck my dick. No, that's not that one. I don't believe in Christianity. No, not that one. Let's see. Nope. I'm not seeing anything. At least I know videos where he has said it, but I'm not watching his shit.
All right. I'm just looking for that because today I'm going to make the rebuttal to Dr. Zach, and I thought it'd be a nice opener to open it up with two people who did actually not liking it.
What kind of shit is Dr. Zach gracing us with today?
He's trying to say that he's along the same lines as Hillbilly and Antonio, saying that the Eclipse doesn't fit the globe model, and he did a horrible job at it because he's not showing. He might show a couple of pretty numbers and all this, but he's not actually showing it, laid out in anisotropic view from the top, from the side, so anybody could check his work.
See,
and I'm rebuilding that to actually right now in this cafe that I'm in. So
just to make sure, Sly, do you know about the daylight savings time error with Mooncalc?
Unaware of that.
You are unaware. Okay, so you need to go to.
I don't use Mooncalc that much. So
and this is why we invited Kara, not you.
That's the website that he based all of his information on for getting the.
Well, yeah, no, I saw that part. Yeah.
Altitude angle. If you if you go to the time and day, here I'll send you a link. Actually, I'll just give you a picture.
Okay. Hey, Kara, plug your ears for a second.
Okay.
Kiss my ass, Red. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna end up loving me after this rocket launch because reasons.
See what I don't understand is that you guys. It's not a waste of time. Forgive me. I have no right to cast that stone. But it seems to me what I should say is, why don't you ask the question of what is the motive to lie here? And how much does it cost to perpetuate this lie?
I did that once. I did that video.
I did that multiple times.
Okay. I'm glad you have. Forgive me.
No. I did that video when it comes down to the creation of and implementation of satellites. I actually crunched all those damn numbers, and it came out to like 20 million people on the planet who would have to be in on it just because of satellites. Forget moon landings and all that other stuff. Just because of satellites, the construction of and thereby implementing and use of satellites.
Well, I think more than 20 million people. use a satellite nowadays, I would have to say.
No, not using. We're all sheep, man. We're all sheep in that. No. This was actually the implementation.
Oh, the construction and setting up. Okay, yeah. Okay, right.
Essentially, when you have all these people that are so interconnected in terms of making a fucking satellite work, building the damn thing, launching the damn thing, communicating with the damn thing, and you have people that will never stop working on that satellite until that satellite is purposely decommissioned. You know, that is the only time that someone is not actually working on the satellite. And you got to think to yourself about this as well. The people who have dedicated their lives getting a really good education, spending a lot of time on their education, only to be told later on that, hey, guess what? Your entire educational goals in life have all been for nothing. And now you're going to spend time making CGI. I don't know about you, but if I spent my entire fucking life getting my degree so I could launch shit into space only to not launch shit into space, I would be pretty fucking pissed. But yet none of these people have spoken out about it. None of these people have been.
Well, you know why that is. You know why that is on
It's because they were brainwashed by the lizard people. Yeah, I know.
No, they don't want to dignify any flat earther with an answer. And I mean, they're flat earthers. No one respects them.
Yeah, well, I'm fixed station communications. I've worked with huge ass satellite dishes out in the back of places in the middle of the desert. Okay.
Yep. And not only that, but
so you're saying you're part of the conspiracy, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well,
how much does it pay? Can I get in on it? How much does it pay, man?
Not enough. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Well, actually, downrange it pays quite a bit, but.
Anyway, let me explain this. Not only have we been able to verify satellites exist by actually communicating with them, we've actually seen satellites in space, and we're actually going to be demonstrating that again because, there's a certain thing in orbit right now. We'll just call it a space station that's international. And there's this place in Florida. That's named after a bridge that goes to the sky. We'll just call it the Skyway Bridge. Catchy. And there is a little light pollution out there, but not too bad. And we're going to be going there. By we, I mean me and Astronomy Live. He's going to be using his auto-tracking telescope on Wednesday at 5:30 in the morning, roughly. And the International Space Station will be going overhead.
Oh, I have astronomy question for you, Red.
But I have a degree in science.
But I have a fucking telescope and a Trans Am in the parking lot. Suck my dick.
I have astrology question, man.
Astrology? I can't help you there.
No, astronomy. Excuse me. Don't get mad at me.
Never confuse.
Right now. Okay, don't get mad at me. Shit, just let me finish. Thank you.
Scorpio, bitches.
Yes, me too. How far do you have to go out in the ocean before you have almost no light pollution? I mean, how far do you have to go? Do you have to go to the middle of the ocean, or is it just like 10 miles or what? Like if I have a boat, how far do I have to go away to get away to see the stars really clear, the way sailors did?
As far as you can. The further out you go, the better it would be, I would assume.
Well,
you never took your boat and drove out there?
I didn't own a boat. It was a fucking jet ski.
I'm sorry, we interrupted you. Please go ahead, Sly.
Well, if you were to just man, I'm just burnt out. Sorry. You would have to find out at what height the light pollution finally starts to die off, and then do a simple triangle from the light emitting source. In this case, a city, let's say Miami or Tampa for you idiots on the West Coast, and what do you call it? And you would just simply make a triangle to find out what angle it hits that minimum point of light pollution, and then bring that hypotenuse back down out to sea. It'd probably come out to about 10, 15 miles. Not terribly far.
Go 20 just to be safe.
All right, let's see.
But, that's interesting because I've heard that the real place to see stars without a telescope, like, is in the middle of the ocean. If you go out there in a ship in the middle of the ocean, you will see.
Oh, without a doubt, dude.
Without
Without
a
a doubt.
Well,
Okay. Okay.
But the problem is that you're not going to get a self-stabilizing camera on a boat that's going to be able to track something as small as the ISS with any kind of accuracy because the boat's moving so much.
Wait a minute. I'm not trying to prove the motherfucking Earth is round. I just want to see.
No. I'm talking about the actual application of what we're saying is actually, actually going out and tracking stuff or going out and seeing stuff. Not for the benefit of flat Earth or round Earth, but just for the use of the equipment.
Right.
If you're going it would be a nightmare
an island.
to try to do that.
The thing that you're
get to a desert island and you should be good.
Well, the uphill battle there, especially if you're on the sea or on a coastline of an island, or actually any island, is you kind of got to be at sea level, and that means you're looking through the entirety of the atmosphere, including the thickest part of it. Whereas if you can get yourself 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 feet above sea level, and 10,000 feet, if you can do it, you don't get
Where you at,
nosebleeds.
Blue?
Forgot about that. That's right. Huh.
Where you at, Blue?
I live in Ohio.
Ohio. Wow, you ain't got much terrain to work with there.
Rockies, you can go west. Rockies, Andes. There's lots of places you can get up there. We can
You
see.
need to start promoting that. Oh, you know what? You guys want to make some money? I thought of a way to make some money.
Yeah.
Let's have
Just
a
me.
YouTube
Just me, apparently.
grudge match. We'll invite different people from YouTube who want to fight, like me, and we'll have a doctor and a trainer and a ring. YouTube grudge match.
Who's going to be the doctor?
I don't know. We'll find somebody.
Somebody. What do you? Oh, I thought you meant different sort of. Like you mean actual like physical fist fighting?
Yes, grudge match.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like
Okay.
MMA, YouTube
Yeah.
grudge.
Oh God! Don't tell true empiricism. He'll kick all our asses. He's got story after story after story.
Oh well,
Because his
there's
dad can press 5,000 pounds.
You know what? We would have to have preliminary fights to see who would get to fight Von Helton because.
Oh, geez, that's the X factor in this tournament.
Well, don't worry about it. His legs are all swole.
Yeah, and his cones are powder.
Oh, yeah. Well, my daddy may not beat up your daddy, but he's smarter. All right, kids, I'm going to duck off here because I only got a little bit of time to do this Dr. Zach video.
Thank you, Sly.
You see that link though? I wanted to make
Yep,
sure.
I wrote you back. Thank you very much. I'm going to take that information into account. I was unaware of that. I don't use Mooncalc or SunCalc that much. I use timeofday.com because it's easier to navigate. And
Yeah, if you look at this video too, you can confirm everything yourself and set the right times. Like if you set the times he has, you'll get the same problem. And if you shift the moon, you're good to go.
So, in other words, if I shit the same way he did, then I'm going to get the same result.
Exactly.
All right. Y'all have yourselves a great evening.
Yeah, have a good night. That reminds me, I got to
Hey,
check out.
Red, I see you're muted, but somebody could relay this to him. Go fuck yourself, Red.
I definitely will.
He's already started.
Coco. All right.
I'll let him know for you too, Sly.
Yeah, we'll all say that.
Well, did
When
Red go?
is
He actually took off, didn't he?
when does the sun come up in this place?
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Sly got mad and he left.
Sly got mad and he left.
He said, "Fuck you, Red," or something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, don't mention.
Red.
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay.
I just went to go get some OJ and some cereal because I was hungry.
9:20 a.m. The fucking sun comes up at 9:20 a.m.
Where are you? You must be in.
It doesn't stay up long either. Fuck me. I'm going.
Where is this, Edmonton? Jesus.
No. Edmonton's not nearly so bad. No, I'm a bit further north. I think it's because I'm at the west end of the time zone.
That's right.
Hey, Red, I fixed Dr. Zach's avatar. You want to see?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and screen share this shit for all people to see.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it was more appropriate.
He's hanging out. I like that guy.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Kara's kind of a fucking genius.
I can
I just
tell.
crashed a Debbie. Dang it. I think
Where
I
you
just lost a
from,
bunch of
Kara?
work. Maybe. Oregon. Planet Earth. Milky Way galaxy.
Universe A.
Universe 42. Red.
Shit, you're right.
Earth Aleph.
I want to show you this too. Work in progress. Only because you were involved, if you remember.
Ah,
I have a little motion graphic animation kind of going on. So
you're gonna ram this shit up their ass finally.
let's say get around to finishing it.
Well, once it's done, let me know and I'll mirror it.
Sure.
All right, fellas. I think it's time for me to go ahead and go to bed. I will catch y'all later.
All right, peace out, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this in like 15 minutes anyway because I also gotta get to bed. It's 4 o'clock in the morning here. Holy shit.
Yeah. Have a
What's
good
the
night,
point of
Ben.
this hangout anyway? Sorry,
It really wasn't. I don't think it had a point. It never had a
just
point.
random.
Well, it was really because of HogTie. He was.
I was gonna set up a hangout. I'm in this hotel. I just had a little bit of work to do to get ready for this thing tomorrow. I figured I'll open up a hangout, just totally random and don't moderate it worth shit. But I posted a thing about what my connection speed was like in the hotel, and Red said, "No, I don't do that. I can host a hangout and not moderate it worth shit."
That's not how it happened.
Well, okay.
No, what happened was is you said that you were wanting to do a hangout, but you couldn't because your bandwidth was absolute shit, and so you were going to pass the time by masturbating yourself to sleep. And I said, well, that's a really shitty way to put yourself to sleep. So I would save your self-depressing, masturbatory way of going to sleep by making a hangout and giving you what you wanted.
Everybody loves a good hotel yank.
Red's such a nice guy that he went out of his way to do all this for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm a nice person.
Thumbs up for Red.
Yay.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I'm getting tired now.
So, is there anything you want to say right now, HogTie?
No, I'm good. Actually, I just finished the thing I needed to do and exported my stuff. And
Wait a minute. Excuse me. There's nothing you want to say right now?
oh, go fuck yourself. Is it that time already?
No. Okay.
Even Mitchell, I'll just say go fuck yourself. Oh,
HogTie, what I was thinking of, Red, you're an inspiration to us all. Without you, life just wouldn't be worth living. In fact, I want to give you $20 as a token of my appreciation because without you, I just couldn't go on. I love you, man.
I can't give you American money. I just heard a whole bunch of stuff about the symbols on the back of it, and apparently it's all Illuminati.
But you agree with the rest of it, right?
Oh yeah, I know the rest of it's good.
Good. As long as we get that far.
You could just tear off the parts that are all Illuminati conspiracy.
I'll have Hannah give you a hug. You have to go to New York to pick it up though.
Good stuff. She already promised me a hug, so I won't be really getting anything more than that.
You're not her type.
Oh, you mean that? Oh no! I got. I'm under contract not to state specifics.
Oh, you're with the judge. Is it restraining order? Not that.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, details can't. We have to basically take a pissy Pete on that one.
Take some PCP. What?
Oh,
I just started scrolling through the live chat here. People are watching this. This was like the most random. Actually, I got to say this was kind of a refreshing hangout. In the well, let's not just bitch about. G-Man is so rude in hangouts.
yeah.
True empiricism said something dumb about science.
Yeah. By the way, HogTie, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this hangout, but I do want you to stay
Go fuck
stay
yourself.
after. No,
Oh,
stay.
I've been waiting.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, so stay in the hangout, and then because I want to talk to you about some stuff.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to end this hangout now. So peace out, Girl Scouts.
Go fuck yourself.